Hello, good evening, Alok sir. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening. How sir, Alok sir has come, no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Alok sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Good evening.
Yeah, good.
Can you hear?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Bola.
Shall we wait for some time to join people?
Yes, ma'am. Just for 2 minutes.
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
Chairman, shall we start?
Yes, yes, please.
Very good evening, all. Welcome you all third day of workshop on introduction to latex software. So in this is basically going to cover very touch part. Okay, I request participants they can wait till end of session because they have to write a feedback form, and today we have a last session, so we will give the feedback form as well as out of time. Okay, so without taking much of time we can start the sessions. So I request Alok Dabade sir, they can start the session. Thank you sir.
Thank you, Rahul. So now we start for the last day. As I told
Yes.
for the last time, we start with the writing a research paper or writing a presentation, creating a presentation, if possible, question papers. And I think the fourth part, what I said. Okay, so this part we will try to consider, starting with the research paper. So we start with the research paper, how we can write. Okay. So this is a file in which input file, some of the things that I already written. So I will show you the output and then we'll come back how we can write this one. Okay. So for writing a paper, this is basically writing, we can use the document class article. For writing a thesis or a dissertation or a book, you can use the book document class. All these templates are already available in with the publisher. If you are writing a research paper, so every journal has their own template. They have already created some template indicating what your the font size, font type, how you want, how your paper looks, whether it is centered, not centered, table number, figure numbers, where you want, how you want. All these things are already, the template is created for any journal. If you are for any journal, when you are sending a paper for that, before that they given every instruction to our authors. So first you have to go through that one, whatever they may be the writing, they might have different writing citations or different research papers, the bibliography, all these things they have their particular pattern. So before the sending any paper, you have to check that one. You can download a template from them and you can make the changes accordingly. But in general, we can see the many things, or rather between the things, between the document are almost same. So no need to change that one, but changes may be there in a preamble. So, but within a document, you can make the changes. So now this is one paper, just a trial paper I written. I copied paste many of the things and created a paper. So the first, on the first page, the title, then authors, then affiliated institute, then the abstract will be there. Keywords, what are the keywords of your research paper? Then actually your paper will start with the introduction as a section 1. Then the under that section 1, subsection say correlation, positive correlation under correlation subsection, the negative regression. These are the different sections. The final sections with the discussion, always now expect they are discussing or maybe the real life problems or something. Then references, and then if required appendix. But because sometimes now proofs and everything, our tables, figures are given in appendix. So this is your structure of your research paper. Now how we can create this paper? Let us see now input file. In an input file, as I said, the first sentence is your document class. The every LaTeX document must have document class, begin document, end document. These are the main necessary syntax for that one. So the very first is your document class. Document class here is considered article because we are using article or research paper. So it is considered as an article. Then 12 point. So whatever the font size is 12 point. By default, it's a 10 point. So we want to change it. So change it to 12 point. And the two side means what? Left side as well as the right side. On the both side, when you're printing, it shows as a both the sides. You can take the printout on the both the side. So it's a two side. If you don't want two side, sometimes in thesis it's only one sided. There is nothing in the left hand side. So you can make it as a one side. So these are the optional arguments for a document class. So accordingly, whatever you want, you can make it uh, one-sided or two-sided, 12 point or anything. There are certain packages. Now, these are the some packages that you have to include in your LaTeX input file. If you are using mathematical symbols, then the necessary are the AMS Math. The standard mathematical symbols are available in the package AMS Math, the American Mathematical Society. The they have created all the things. So the all necessary, the minimum you can say, not the exhaustive package. Some symbols are there. We want to use the symbols. Then you can use the package AMS Math, AMS SYMB symbols. So these are the main packages for your mathematical things. Whatever we require are almost is in these packages. Sometimes we may need additional packages also. Accordingly, we can add that packages. So there are certain syntax which is available in a particular package, then we have to include that package by using the /use package. But everything is in a preamble before the document. Now use package graphics. Graphics is your package by using, if you want to include the figures, then we need the graphics. So use package graphics. And the use package author BLK. I will explain the meaning of this afterwards wherever we are using. This is also a package. The next command is here, renew command. Renew command means what? It's whatever the already command, it defines in another way or defined as a new way for that one. So here, whatever renew command, so we are redefining a command of the equation. That means whatever the equation is coming in the whatever is section wise in Arabic, the equation number. So whatever your equation number in this paper are coming in Arabic and the section wise. If you want chapter wise, then you can change it over the chapter. If you don't want Arabic, you want to Roman accordingly. So you can change it. These are the some of the things that number within. So actually this gives the Arabic only, not the within the section or something. This number within equation section. So whatever the equation numbers are according to the section wise. Now if you observe here, the equation number, I written the equation. This is your second second section. It's equation 2.1, but it is under subsection 2.1. It is a section equation 2.1, but we haven't written subsection, so it coming as a under section only. So whatever the section 2, equation 2.1. The next equation section 3, it's a 3.1. So the equation numbers are given as a section wise. If you given chapter wise, it gives a 1, 2, 3 and so. These things are your length, text height, text width, or side margin, even odd margin, or offset. That means the distance between the margin and all that things, the offset values and all the things. These are the settings. But most of the times, the simplest way for or not using the many of the preamble thing, because all these things are available with that publisher that you can download. Or if you are writing a thesis, then university may have their own template. You have to copy that one, which may be available with your guide or previous students. Or if nothing is there, you can take it from your earlier student also. So almost all the things are here fixed. No need to change many things. Okay. Now here we are considering new theorem. So if I want to include theorem, if I want to include definition, now all these, whatever I'm saying right now, are not necessary, optional things are there. You can ignore all this part also, but the sentences are there, so you can just go through that one. So I'm now redefining the I want to write the theorem, I want to use a definition, corollary, all these things are there. So always I have to include slash begin theorem, slash end theorem, slash end, slash begin definition, slash end theorem, definition. So many of the times I want to write it down. So I'm using the short form. So new theorem is a command to define a short form for a particular case. So theorem is already determined, already a syntax is already there, slash theorem, slash begin theorem. I'm just renaming to T1. So if I want to include a theorem or make that block as a theorem, I can use T1 only. Otherwise, theorem is also sufficient. So these are the optional things, not a necessary condition, necessary syntax. Baseline skip, you skip something, skip some space for that. Now the main thing will start. Okay. So these are from the begin document. So now we are within a document. For a title, this is my title, or usually we want title in bold, center, all these things. So we are considering here begin center. So whatever your title is in a center way. So all title, name of the authors and institution, all these things are in a center. So begin center, which will end over here. Now using the large, slash large gives me the large font size. Also I consider the boldface slash BF and whatever the title. So this two slashes gives to the next line. So up to modeling and the next line. So up to modeling here on the first line, then familial association on the second line, but it is a centered case. Then big skip. So you're skipping some space. So big skip is a large space. Then authors, it's written in the boldface. Then again big skip, skipping some space for that, and whatever the institutes, emails, and everything, and end up the center. So this is your title, author, institute. These are the main things. There are different ways of writing all these things are also. Now here are the two authors. Now there may be the same institute or they may be from the different institute. So if you have seen the paper, then if there are different institutes, then upper part of the name, at the end of the name, it is written 1 or institute 1, institute 2 is also given. So that is also possible. That also we can do. So now this is your one simple way of writing title of your paper. So now we consider another possibility. There are many other possibilities. So this is a one possibility that we have already considered. So I'm just making this, and now we consider the another possible. Okay. Again, the same thing. Inside the center environment, whatever the title with large bold face, whatever the big skip some space for that. Then whatever the authors, if you observe that this is the author's name, I use footnote. Here it is email. If you observe here, there is nothing. So whatever that authors, then institute, and next line email. So the your author name, title, author name, institute, and corresponding emails. Now I slightly modified that one just to get the idea how we can do that one. So here I added footnote. So what is the meaning of the footnote or how it work? Let us see that one. Okay. Now, if you observe in earlier here was emails. Now emails are not there. Now it is written 1, 2, and at the end of the first page, the emails are there. Email of your first author, email of your second author. So sometimes some of the journals have this characteristic or this style of writing email, or just not email as an example. You can write their institute and everything at the end of the page, address, full address and everything. This is a one possible way. Now this is considering that both the authors has the same institute. Now you can also change. So let us check that one. So to get this number 1, 2 for respective authors, and whatever the emails written at the end of the page, end of the first page, this is done with the footnote slash footnote at the end of your where at the end of the first author's name, I use slash footnote and whatever the email. So whatever I'm using, creating a block for footnote that is considered at the end, but as a footnote size. By default, it considers as a footnote size. Not necessary for authors and everything. Anywhere you can use the footnote. Sometimes in a book also you are written as a number, and end of the page it is written the meaning of that one. That is a footnote. You can use the slash footnote wherever you want and whatever the text inside the footnote. This is one another possibility. Now we consider another one. So again this is now okay. Okay, if you observe now here, it is slightly different. The author one, number two, and respective addresses. So if the authors have the different addresses, different institutes, affiliated institutes, then you can write this way also. For this writing, I change this one. So whatever title, authors and their institutes are written before begin document, not after the begin, within a document, before begin document. Now slash title inside the curly brackets, whatever your title, how you want, boldface, large, accordingly you can have the next line or everything that you can write it down. So slash title gives the title of the paper. Then here are the two authors. So we can write author in square bracket one is an optional. So whatever the name in the curly brackets, author 2 in curly brackets. Now AFFIL gives the affiliation institute. One institute of the first author, institute of the second author. And to get this affiliation, we need a package that is your auth block, the author block. So this is the AUTHBLK. This is a package required for writing separate affiliations for the two authors. So we need to, if you are not using this one, it will create a problem. Okay. So we just check it out. I will not use this part. Let us see what happens. Okay. Let us run it. It is giving me the error undefined control sequence FL, because for FL there has to be the package of auth block which is not there. So it is giving me the error. So now we let us run it. It is not giving any. So we are getting whatever your title, then name of the authors numbered with 1 and 2 at the end, and affiliation. Now, if you observe, emails are not at the end of the page 1 because email is not specified over here. But whatever the title, author, affiliation is before the begin document. One additional thing is there, date, and just empty curly brackets. Many of the journals don't want date. So if you don't want any date, so you can write the date with empty curly brackets. So date is not written anything. If I want to write the today's date, so slash today. Okay. You can see the date is appearing here, January 23, 2021. But in journals, there is no any date. Usually date is not specified. If I don't want any date, then just empty curly brackets will not show any date. So this is another third type of writing a title, authors, all these things. And yeah, one more thing. Within a document, whatever your title, author, and everything written, that is a before your begin document. So you have to connect it with the document. For connection with the document, there is a command /make title. So whatever the information given you in the title, author, affiliation, and everything, that will combine and make as a title. So this is your make title. If you have forget this, it will not give the, it will not make any title. Just let us see. If I am not using this one, see the difference. See, there is no title, nothing, even though I specified title, author, and everything, but before document. So I haven't specified connection for that to the document. So I have to use /make title. Okay. Now these are the some of the ways for writing your title, authors, and the affiliations. Now the next one is your abstract. Abstract is your begin abstract. Abstract is also a command in your LaTeX. So /begin abstract and /end abstract. So whatever your abstract, you write it in a abstract environment. So /begin abstract will start your writing abstract, will end abstract. Now for abstract, there is no need of indentation or anywhere, wherever you don't want any indentation for any paragraph, you can use /no indent. So if you observe here, for the abstract, there is no indentation, but for the first paragraph, there is indentation. So if I don't want, then no in /no indent will give the, will remove the indentation, and for the that is requirement for the abstract. The next mid skip, some not much space, you skip over there, and then keywords. The keywords are there. So for the keywords, again, no indentation, /bold F, BF, keywords. Then whatever your keywords are written over here, so it comes over here. These are the main, or you can say the title of your research paper. Now, actual writing a paper will start. So for writing a paper, now your sections, subsections will start. So we can use /section is a command to start a section. So your command will be /section, whatever your section title in the bracket. So I want to be large, so I used large. If you want to use something different, you can use anything. By default, it comes bold. So /section will start a section, and whatever the numbers to the section are given automatically. No need to give the numbers. So /section will start the section, and whatever your text. Now in this text, you can add your table, figure, equation, anything, nothing, everything you can add it under the section. Now, if I want to start, this is only the section. I want to start a subsection inside that one. Then the next, now suppose this correlation is my subsection under the section introduction. So I am starting /subsection. This indicates this is a subsection of your earlier section. So subsection large correlation. So if you observe, correlation comes to be 1.1. Then what your text and everything. Further, I want positive correlation as a subsection, the section under again correlation, which is section of your introduction. So subsection large positive correlation. So this gives you a subsection. Now I next use section. So whatever a next will be another section, it comes to be second section. So a section can be added by using the syntax slash section and slash subsection slash sub slash sub and so on. Accordingly, you can add, I think you can have 3 or 4, not more than possibly. It can handle, but it creates a problem for it is more than 3 or 4. So you can handle subsections by using sub command subsection and the section by using the slash section. Now inside this one, you can add different tables, different graphs, different things. So whatever we have learned in the last 2 lectures that you can add, creating a table, same way. Then subsection, I consider regression. So 2.1, including the figure. Before that equation is there, equation 2.1, because we return the equation as a number in the section wise. So it gives the section 2.1, the equation number. Then included the figure. So this is the figure that is included over here. And then next section is your discussion. So in the discussion 3.1 equation, it's written. And similarly, you can write the many sections, all other things, your graphs, figures, tables, everything you can write as we had done the yesterday's lecture. Now the most important part is your bibliography, references. There are 2 ways to write out the bibliography. This is your simplest way, or otherwise you can create your own different file of bibliography and you just include that file in this bibliography. But for writing that bibliography file, it has a certain syntax. You cannot write anyway, whatever you want. So there are syntax, like means whatever the author, what is the paper title, what is the year, what is the journal name, what are the pages, what are the publisher, everything is there in that by using that syntax only we have to write. That becomes slightly complicated. So usually this method is used because this is the simplest way and you can write in your paper, in your article only. Also, there are different ways for writing a research paper. Some are preferring this way, whatever the title, author, then in bracket year, colon, name of the paper, full stop, what is the publisher, year and everything. Or some may prefer first author and accordingly. But usually this is a method of writing. This is a method of writing your reference for the research paper. For bibliography, you begin the bibliography. This is a syntax for writing a bibliography. This 99 indicates actually reference number. How many reference numbers you are giving for that? So 99 means you are giving, or when you are going to cite this paper somewhere in your main article, so this is saying that you are referencing whatever the paper somewhere else also. So this is your begin the bibliography. This is the starting of the environment, the bibliography, that is for references main. The first slash bib item. So this is the first number to show that this is your first reference paper. So slash bib item indicates the first. In the curly brackets are written as B10. So B10 is considered as a reference for this paper. So whenever you want to refer this paper, you can cite your paper, you can use the B10. The name of the paper, author Bolstad, year published in 2010, title of the book and the publisher. These are the things. Second, beep atom Y01. Actually, you can use any other things also, but usually we consider the first letter of your author and whatever the year. So usually considered, but you can take any also. It's not necessary that you have to consider this one. This is any text used for the citation or reference. But for each paper, you have to specify slash bib atom in the curly brackets, whatever your reference. Now, the main thing is how we can use this reference. This ends the bibliography. How we can refer this one. I think I have used somewhere. Okay. In here, in the correlation shows this is C. Gelman A. et al. 2003 in the bracket 6. So how we have done this one? Now, if you consider the Gelman is okay. So this is my Gelman paper, and the reference is GCSRO3. This is the reference. So in correlation section, C. I written C, actually author this one, and slash cite the reference of that one. So this will cite. So it is coming the 6th paper. This 6 indicates it's the 6th paper. You can see. So this is the 6th paper. So this is a reference. So you can see that this is the one way of writing a reference is this. So you can write the name and the paper number 6 that you can write. You can write as a footnote also, or upper number also, or anything. Some are preferring only number. Here it is written only number, no any title or no any author name or nothing is specified. It's just written 1, the number 1. So for that, consider only slash site B10. So slash site B10 gives the reference to the first one. So you can refer the first paper. So this is a one way of giving citation to your references. Some of the journals are specifically saying that you have to write a number, not the name. Some are saying to write only name. So there you can write the name. Some are saying write name and number both. So you can use accordingly whatever that one. Writing a name is not a case. You have to actually manually write down. But if I want to cite a paper, then slash cite corresponding reference. Usually the references are given to the new page, next line. So always you consider slash new page that starts with the new page. And now the last point after ending the bibliography, next is your appendix. Now we want to start the appendix. Okay. So for appendix, this is appendix A, whatever appendix B, table, figure, proof, and everything. So for that, we don't want any indentation. So no indent in bracket, boldface, large, appendix A, and whatever the appendix name. Similarly, appendix B, either you given in the same page or new page, anything accordingly. So this is a way of writing the appendix. So we need to write your appendix, discussion, real example as sections, and in your title and everything. So this is a simple way of writing a paper. So all these things are the same. Your middle content in a document are same, but only font size and all other things you can use whatever the style file or template provided by the publisher that you can download, and you can install that one accordingly, use that package. Otherwise everything is smooth. So these are the general ways for writing a research paper. Okay, any doubt in this case?
Sir, I have one doubt. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. Sir, when you just select some of the line, let's say, just go up a little bit.
Where you want?
Up. Like this one. You select, so just a little bit down. You select some of the line and you disable that everything by using that pressing percentage sign, right? So how we can do it together?
No, I select it and control T. Control T, that make the disable or percent size, and control U, remove that part.
Control D. D for
T,
dog.
T, T, T,
Okay. Control T.
T.
Okay.
And
Okay.
for
And
reverse order, control U.
okay. Yeah.
It
Thank you,
might
sir.
be
Thank you.
here also. You can
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
check it.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Somewhere over here, you might get that. If you want to make it compile, no, maybe that. But you can see this somewhere over it is written.
Okay. Okay.
That you can check. Okay. Okay. Any other doubt?
No, sir.
No. So I think we can move further.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the next.
If in case if participants have doubt, they can ask.
So that we can.
Chandas Kumar. He's mute, unmute. I think we can go ahead, sir.
Okay. So now we consider the next one, writing a thesis or book or dissertation. Okay. For writing a book or dissertation or any thesis, we can use a document class book. So here, document class is your book, 12 point and one side, because always your thesis is in one sided. So you can use the one sided. If you are writing a book, if it is a two sided, then you can write the two side. So just have an example I consider here, one sided. And in the bracket, whatever the style file you are using, that's a book. Many of the publishers have their own style that you have to download, install in your paste your folder, and you have to use that one. But here we consider the general one, so we can use the book style file. As I already said, whatever the packages we need, that we have to load or use package. AMS Math, graphics, sub figure is basically for including figures and everything. Now here I consider use package EPS figure. So if you are using the figure with different extension, EPS or something, then we need a different package to install that, to include that figure. So accordingly, we can have the different packages. Multicolor, you can use the different colors and all that things. Okay, these are the many things that required over here for a book, for a thesis. There are in between some empty pages are added. So once your the title and everything is written, there may be some empty page and all that thing. Some are preferring after every chapter or empty page. So all these things are done with this one, clear double page. If it is on the odd side, even side, so accordingly what you want, so all these things are there in this syntax, all it gives. So all these things are required for the making your macro or whatever the LaTeX macro proper. The ragged bottom is how you want the bottom, make it other, and make it letter. These are basically used for the macro, the LaTeX macro only. Okay. Again, these are the same things. The number, setting the length of your text height, text width, odd margin, even margin, offset, and all these things are there. If you want to change, you can change the numbers. Okay. The main thing is from your begin document. All these things are already considered. So we are coming to the main thing of writing a book. Okay. From here, it will start your main book. All the previous things are there, just changing the margin and everything. So all these things are already fixed. So you can just copy paste all that things. So no need to make any changes. Now from here, it change. So whatever your book is basically, you can divide it in a three part: front matter, main book, and the back matter. So front matter means what? Your acknowledgement, title of your book, title page of your book, or you are given index or a list of figures, list of tables. All these things are the front matter. So in front matter, so everything up to here, these all commands are for the front matter. So slash front matter. So we are starting with the page number. So set counter. So we are setting a counter for page with 0. So you can set a counter for anything, maybe chapter. I think somebody is unmuted, not unmuted. It's interrupting for that everybody. So
Participants, please unmute yourself. Yes, sir. Sir, continue.
So set counter in the bracket, it is page. So if I change page to chapter, so where it is setting a counter, initial counter for a chapter, page, equation, or section, all these things can be changed. So with only set counter, so slash set counter in the bracket page, because now we are fixing a page number or initializing page number, and whatever your initial number 0. Then slash include means you are including some file. So title is one of the file which is already created in your folder, and we are including that file. Now what that file is, we complete this part and then we'll go to the file title. There are some other files. Title in the sense the file containing title of your book. Next, title dedication. So whatever your dedication, that is your another file. So include certificate, include declaration, acknowledgement. All these things are the separate files that you are including. So slash include whatever your files. Then let clear double page clear page. That means one empty page is required. Next is a mark both. Mark both in the sense, if you observe on any book, at the top of the header or at top of the page, and at the left hand side, name of the book is written, name of whatever the book, and on the right page, the title of your chapter is written or section is written, whatever the title of section is written. So that is by mark both. So slash mark both gives the mark, whatever mark you want, in the first bracket to the left page, and whatever the second bracket on the right page. So whatever this in the first bracket, curly bracket, is giving in a left page, and this for the right page, because you are saying the mark both. If I want only right page, then you can write the slash mark right, then only one block or one curly brackets, one set of curly bracket, and whatever the content. So this, so contribution, whatever this is coming to the left hand page, and the contents on the right hand page as a header in header or as a top of the page. Then it comes table of contents. So whatever the index we are seeing in the page, so whatever the table of contents, that creates a index automatically. List of tables, list of tables. So this commands creates automatically list of tables, list of figures according to your auxiliary file. So in auxiliary file, whatever the tables you have, the figures you have, all the sections, according to what it is already in auxiliary file, it is stored. So by using auxiliary file, it creates your list of tables, list of figures. This is your front matter. So for the front matter, if you observe, the page numbers are in a different one. So we can see, observe whatever the page numbers and whatever the format is different from for the front matter back matter and the main matter. So we have to mention the front matter / front matter. Automatically, all these whatever the page number and all these styles are considered automatically. So this is whatever your front matter. Now we go for the main matter. Again, main matter, that means your main book starting from over here. Here we are setting our page number from 1, or if you want not from 1 or anything, but here it is set counter page 1. So for the chapter 1, the page number 1 will start. Here we started the page 0 because for a title there is no page number. So the 0 is assigned for the title of the book and there is no any page number. So there we set the set counter page 0. Here it is set counter page 1. And we have included whatever your chapters, chapter 1, CH1, CH2, all are the files already created for chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. So just include that chapters file over here. Okay. If you want to include appendix and everything is your main matter. Now, if you want to use the back matter, then you can use the back matter in this. If it is not, you can stop all these things. Then the new page, clear page, and the print index. Because one clear page means we want a empty page, and that gives an empty page after that one. So it gives a new page, means sometimes your appendix get over at the half of the page. And if you start something, it will print over there only. So we don't want, so we have to go back to new page. So it will come to new page only. That new page we want clear, empty. So that this clear / clear page, that clears or gives an empty page. And then last, print index. So last part of your book is your printed index printing. So it gives a printed index. That is a end document. So this is your main file for any book. We have to run this file for a book, not any particular chapter. So here we are including chapter 1, chapter 2. So whatever the counter for equation, for section, or for chapters, automatically whatever the changes according to the chapter wise. So it gets automatically. Okay. So we just run this one and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is a simple one. Now I haven't considered many things over here. Okay, this is the title page. So / include title includes, this is the title page. I will show you what is the title page and how to write afterwards. We complete what is this. Another, we consider the certificate. See here in the front matter, setting the counter, then including the title. So this is your title page, then included the certificate. So this is my certificate page. Then TEC page, that means a declaration. This is the declaration with date and everything. Okay, after the declaration, then the clear page and everything, it gives the contents. So these are my index or contents of that one. Okay, then this is the table of contents that given the whatever the contents index 1, then list of tables, list of figures. These are the list of tables, and the next page is list of figures. This is my front matter. So if you observe, the page number is a different one. Now my main matter is starting. So chapter 1. So this is a chapter 1, name of the chapter, section, and everything. Subsection, page 1, page 2, all these things will start. Chapter 2. Appendix also included, because if you observe here, this is chapter 1, chapter 2, and appendix is included. After appendix, okay, nothing. And the index is not printing because there is not much thing. I haven't given any reference for printing the index. We have to mention that one. Then only it will print the index for that. For example, print index in the sense at the end of the book, we have the list of all words in the main words in that page. 2-3 pages are there. So that's your index. But for that, you have to specify that you have to print word as a in that printing index. So that haven't done over here. So it is not showing anything. Okay. Now we will go to the step by step, whatever the files we are including. The first title file, certificate file. These are the now the simple file by using whatever the tables and everything. So now okay, this is the title. So what is your title of this book? This is the title. So title, I want this is to be center line. So slash begin center, center environment, large, bold face, whatever the title, giving some space. V space gives the vertical space, whatever the thesis submitted, to by whom, and all the things. This is the center, whatever the commands that we have learned yesterday, using the large font size, bold face, center, capital letters, all these things are there. So this is the making title. I want the complete page in a title page as a centered one. So end center at the end. This is the title page is created. So remember that there is nothing, any preamble is nothing written. We are starting the actual page as it is. So whatever the begin document, end document is not in this, including files over there. This is whatever the exact matter is there, not only begin document or before the document, anything is there. So it is already included in your main file. So don't write anything, otherwise it will give the error. So this is the title. Next, you can see certificate. This is the way of writing the certificate, slash begin center, and whatever that in between we want bold face and everything. Then after certificate, this is chapter 1. Again, for the chapter 1, no any begin document and everything. You start with the chapter. Chapter in the bracket, whatever your name of the chapter. Then section. If you observe this chapter, see, this is a chapter 1. So chapter 1 comes as by default. If you want to change chapter to something else, you can change it, but it requires some commands. So by chapter 1, introduction chapter is the name of the chapter. Section 1 is introduction. In that I added the table. Then subsection, again here you can write slash subsection, gives the subsection, slash subsection intro 1. Then slash subsection intro 2. So subsection is coming 1 point. In the research paper it is coming 1.1. Here it is coming 1.1.2. So first chapter 1, then section 1 and subsection 1. So chapter 1, section 2 likewise. So this is my chapter 1. Similarly, we can create the chapter 2. So this is the chapter 2, the chapter, main chapter, whatever the section, adding figure and everything. Okay, that way. Then chapter, everything is now appendix. The last one is appendix. Here, if you observe that one, in this case, it is coming at chapter 1, chapter 2. But in appendix, I don't want chapter as a chapter 1 or chapter 2. I just want appendix. So I here added chapter star appendix. Star indicates I don't want the number chapter to be numbered. So it is not numbering anything, or anything if you don't want to number. Yesterday we see if you don't want the number, equation number, we use the star. So if you don't want a number To get number, section, subsection, anything, use star. So slash chapter star appendix. So it gives only appendix without the chapter number. And also note that it not get added in the index also, because there is no chapter number. So whatever this one appendix, you can add, write it accordingly. So this is the way of writing your thesis or a book. Okay. Any doubt in this case? No one has any doubt?
I think no doubts. You can continue.
Okay. Then we move to the third part, that is, we consider the presentation. Okay, for the presentation. For a presentation, document class is to be used as Beamer. And another one which I use as a commenting, the document class inside handout Beamer. So what is the use of this handout? This we consider it afterwards. So first we consider the what is a Beamer. So for a presentation, we can use the class Beamer. There are again here use package, different packages we have to use. The very first, which Beamer we are using. So Beamer theme Rochester is used here. You can use any other also. There are many available. All other packages, AMS Math, Fancy Box, means all advanced packages are here that you can add. There are different themes are also there. So I'm right now consider this theme, use theme. Other two are already there. We will check it difference between these two one by one. Okay. This is a handout mode. So we ignore right now for explaining everything about the this Beamer class, and then we come back to the this handout. That is only the main difference between the handout and the presentation. I will just run it. Okay, this is my presentation. So I'm creating title page. So for that, whatever the title, introduction to say Latex software, what is your subtitle, table, arrays, and all that things, who is the author, what is the institute of that author, and whatever the date today. This I'm adding as a part of a title. And as I said in the research paper, this everything is a before document. And in a document, you can say the slash title page. For any Beamer class, for any page, as in the research paper or anything book, you can start the section and everything. Or in a page is considered your main thing. And here it is considered as a frame. So one frame is a more important. So whatever this is your one frame. So what I want in this frame, that I am creating in this. So slash begin frame slash end frame. So one frame will create this one. So whatever this frame, first is always the title page. So whatever I'm connecting, whatever I made the information about title, author, institute, date, that you connect with the document and make the title. So slash title page give you this title page. There are some simplest way also. Okay, this is the one simplest way. Okay. Now, if you see, observe the second page. Okay, this is a created by me, means without using title page and everything, because I may not know all these things. I'm using it first time, so I don't know what the title page and everything. So what to do? The simplest way. We are starting with the frame slash begin center. I want to be centered. So this is my title. Give some space. So vertical space, whatever the subtitle and whatever the date. I return simply whatever without considering whatever the available things. I return it in a frame. So this will create something like this one. So writing your huge, the large size of your title, introduction to this, then 2-day workshop, this, whatever the tables, everything, and the date. So this is my title for the that I created. This is by considering the by default things of your LaTeX or Beamer class by using the make title page. Okay, then okay. Now next is now here I written section. So slash section table environment. Whatever the section, subsection are not within the frame. It should be outside the frame. So within a frame, you cannot define a section. So all sections, subsections will be outside of your frame. But why we need the section, subsection? We keep it right now, keep it aside about the section and subsection. So we are creating the frame. So first frame is the title frame. The second frame, I am creating this one, table environment. This tables are created by using this one, itemize. I want to be simple things. Okay, the tables are created by using this, and all the things. Okay, we will do one thing. We will actually run this one so that we can see what the difference, how exactly the presentation is. Okay, this is the presentation. Okay, this is a first title page created by using the title page. Second, created by using the simple things. This is my first line, second, third. Okay, so it is coming one by one, as in your MS Microsoft, I think PowerPoint. One by one, it is coming. Okay, so this is the first sentence or first whatever the atom of that unit. Second, third, first is over. Then this, the theorem, important theorem. These are the highlighted case. The second important theorem in red. Example, this is the different one. So we have the three different colors. If I want to use a theorem or anything that is important that is to be highlighted, or the whatever the participant should attract to that one. So you can use these things, theorem, important theorem, and example. So how you are created, that's a different point. But this, it looks like whatever the highlighting all these things. Okay, this is just one another point. Okay, this is not much important. Okay. Okay, coming back to this one. So if you observe, the first I'm getting the first line, the tables are created. Then if I will enter, then it is going each column and then that one. This can be done by using one-way slash pause. So after writing your one sentence, you can use slash pause so that pause your slide, and then once you enter, then it will come to the second line. So that is a one way for presentation. So the everything is not in front at a time in front of your participants. One by one it will come. So one possible way is your slash pause. Okay. Another possibilities. So this is one possibility. There are many other solutions. So pause is the simplest way. Okay. So now we will run the second part. Okay. So thereby using the pause. Okay. Now see the difference. This is earlier by using the pause. So each line is already there. Once the participant can see the lines is over there. Text is already there. In a second possibility, only one line is coming at a time. Not earlier previous one is invisible. Okay. Next is okay. So this is another way. So this all things are created by using the different possible options. Okay. So whatever this, the second option, that means one line at a time. So this can be done by using the only one. So here you can use the syntax of slash only rather than giving the atom or considering the atomized list. You can consider only one. So we have started with your figure. So this is frame. So this is one frame. Inside the one frame, I am considering the frame title as table environment. If you observe, okay, this is my one frame. So in that frame, so I'm considering the title as table environment. Okay, it's not coming. Okay, the table environment frame title, because in this type of the frame, the title is not coming. In a different frame, you can see the title, different theme of this beamer. So in this one, the title of the frame is frame table environment. The first line, second line, and third line, these are separated by only one, only two, only three. So show only first line. So whatever the line, at a time you show only one line. At a time you only this second line only third line. So if you are using only 1 comma 2, it shows 1 2, or slides, only slides you can also use. The only slides, whether you are using one, that means it shows only one, this line is called as a slide. So this is your one slide. So you are showing only one side or two side or three side slides accordingly. So how much you want to show, accordingly you can write the number. I want only one only. So only one, only two, only three. One another way, the simplest way is that one. Rather than using one, then one, two, and one, three, I can use another way. Slash begin atomize in square brackets, less than and greater than sign, plus or minus. It indicates show one by one. So that is a whatever the purpose of pause. So same purpose of pause is over here. Either you add pause or either you consider this option. Both gives the same thing. So if you observe the first slide and second slide, they are same. So coming one at a time, first slide, then first two, then first two, three. So what you are doing in your PowerPoint presentation. So this way can be done. There are many advanced level also. So if you are showing one, one becomes invisible, then it comes second, second becomes invisible, third, and so on. So that also are there. So many advanced commands are available that can be used to prepare the presentation, but these are the mostly required are this one. Simply these are the simple one. Okay, the next slide that we consider is this theorem. Important, more important example. The colors are the by default blue, red, and the green. So if I want to use theorem, if I want to use examples, if I want to give show some error, what error students can make. So I can use this red one. So accordingly I can choose, or I can change the color also. So for creating this one, I'm creating the frame. So this is complete frame. So slat begin frame. So it will end up to here. So this is my one frame. In that frame, I'm considering frame title is important highlighting. Begin block. So create a block. So I'm considering create a block. So this is my one block. Create a block, begin block of theorem. So name of that block is theorem, and inside whatever you can, we can write a theorem. Just important theorem is whatever your text you want to write, you can write that text that you can add. Red one is a alert block. So whatever the alert, you have to alert from this thing. So that we want to use, that we want to show, then slash begin alert block. Important theorem. So that is the heading of that. And whatever your important theorem, the text, I just written the smaller text, but whatever the text it is, you can write anything, whatever the error you are getting or anything that completes the alert block. And the next is your example. So begin example, end examples. Example block is created with the first example. You can write your example here. So these are the way of the creating the blocks. Okay, so this is your one theme. So if you observe, I mean, just show you the PDF again. Okay. Okay. This is the one theme that is used over here. So here the name of the author, name of title, date, it's coming over here. And this is one of the theme of that one. Now, if you change this theme, let us see what happens. Okay, I'm going to change the theme. So I used I will change the theme now. Okay, changing to Madrid to Bergen. So let us see. This is the different theme is coming. I change the theme, the theorem, important theorem, example, here important highlighting. So title is coming over here. Earlier it was not there. See, these are the table environment is the title. These are the things 1, 2, 3. This is my title and all the thing because I changed the theme. Again, I changed the different theme. There are many themes are available. You can use anyone whichever you like. See, this is the different theme. The title had changed. The appearance of the title had changed. It is coming table environment, array environment, something over here. This is slightly different. So different themes are available. You can use any theme of there. The next one that I haven't told you anything. Now I will tell that part. Creating the you can say content page. So whenever you observe any presentation, sometimes it comes with section wise. So that person clicks on that section, it go to that page. So something like that one. So you can use that part. So how we can use that part? Okay. So I'm saying, okay, we'll run this part. See, earlier page was not there. Okay. So now it is showing outline of presentation. So table environment, but these two are not there. Okay. Figure environment, array environment. So whatever this outline of presentation is added. So these things you have to do the before begin document, not within a document. So before begin document, you can use this as at begin section. So how you begin your section? So at begin section. So I want to start at the beginning of each section. What I want to show? Begin a frame. So one frame is created with frame title online presentation and table of contents. So create the table of contents. How? Current section. So if I'm at the current section, the section 1, so it will show. Others are not showing. Okay. If I am after the section 1, see, this is my section. Okay. Now my section 1 is over. Now I'm at section 2. So section 1 is not visible, but section 2 and section 3. So at the time, create a frame each at the beginning of each section, whatever the where you are, the current section. You can start with the current subsection also, current section and subsection. So only with that, add current section, current subsection. Okay. And one another, if I don't want to do all these things, at the beginning only I want the outline, a simple way. In that situation, here, this is the case. I'm creating a frame with frame title outline and the table of contents. If we run this part, see, This is giving me the outline, my section, subsection, section, subsection. So to make the outline, I need a section and subsection for your frame. So I have to write the section, subsection if I want the outline, but these sections are not a part of your frame. So you cannot write within a frame. So before the frame, you have to write. So this is my frame where the section table environment is starting. So before that, I have to give the section command. Otherwise, this outline will not come. Even though if you write something outline, it will not show anything. So you have to write section, subsection before the frame where you are starting your actual section. So this is the starting of first section, table environment. So this will be as it is. This is within that section only. Then here I consider subsection. So use of Fragile is a subsection. So this is subsection. This is the another subsection example. So example one is my another subsection. After that, another section, figure environment and so on. So you have to specify section, subsection before the frame, then only outline will be created. Otherwise outline will not be created. Okay, just an example. I will not use this part. Let us see. I can make it the comment for the section 2, figure environment. And I can check the table of content at each subsection. Let us see how it looks like. See, it is coming section wise. Now second section, whatever the figure environment is not over there because I haven't added that one. So I make it as commented. So its part is not there. This is my first section. So table environment, use of Fragile. So after that one, Fragile will be there. This section. Then example 1, the second subsection. So this is my second subsection. Now there is nothing is written subsection over here. So section subsection is created only for the content. Otherwise, you cannot write that. You cannot make the content. For the figure environment, earlier I given, but I can use the comment for that one. So it is not giving as a different subsection or section. And the last, array environment. Example. Okay. So this is your presentation. So there are many other things in a presentation that you can modify for overlift, that is called as a overlift, using pods or one line at a time, or many other options are available. Advanced level options are available. Many themes are there. Many backgrounds are available. Many colors are available that you can check. So all these things, but you need all these advanced techniques. So these are the minimum things that usually we need for any presentation. So any doubt for this, any presentation?
Yes, sir, there is one query in chat box.
Huh?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
How do we choose colors? Means I don't know which colors. What?
Sir, colors we have taken for those theorems and examples and all, no? Those colors, how to change those colors?
No, actually, whatever the colors are over here, that by default it comes. But if you want to change the color, you can change it. But there are different commands that you have to use. You have to include first the package for coloring package, and then for which whether you want to change the text color, background color, or in case of this, the upper background, lower background, which you want. So all these commands are required. So you need to write the command, then you can the color, you can change the color.
Okay, okay, sir.
Huh. It is
I
not.
hope that query is clear.
Hello.
Miss Pallavi, I hope that query is clear to you. Yeah, thank you. Yes, sir, we can continue.
Huh? Okay. So I think if you want to change the color, you can just Google search on that and you will get the command also, because it's many things are there and we have to finish it up the many things. So it's not that possible to consider everything. So actually for just to prepare a presentation, if you want to include many levels, then 3 days are also not sufficient for all these things. This is just introduction to all other things are not considered. So if you can search on the Google how to change the color, background color, text color in a frame or in a beamer, it will give the everything. Many possible ways are also there. Okay. So now I think we will go to the last part, the preparing the question paper. Okay. Now, first of all, I will show you how the question paper looks like. Okay. So actually, I don't know how many of you are from the teachers, but at least I know some of you are teacher. I will show you exact the PDF. If you like this question paper, then we move further. Uh, okay, can you see the question paper?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see.
So whatever you are writing the title at the beginning level, now you can make it bold also. I haven't made it bold. Date, total marks. Now I haven't neatly considered this one because you can change the margin and all that things. Your seat number, name of the student, or if you want to add anything, your first question to write the answers for the question, then the second question, third possible, if you want to solve the problem, if you want to add the square sheet, that also you can add. This is whatever your subjective questions. Another one, attempt any one of them or A, B, C are there. I want added the solution also, because sometimes what happens, many of the multiple choice questions, better to write out the answers at a time. So I written the solutions, but uh, now this question paper shows the solution because the question paper I am keeping with me. Whatever the question paper I'm giving to the students, then I'm disabling whatever the answers. So they may not able to see the answers. But here we can observe what are the field exactly for one time I given the solution. So I don't have to write it again, whatever the solution for that. Then these are the multiple choice questions. One's part is ABC, horizontal wise, vertical wise. This is the option for writing a answer for that. This is the multiple choice question. This is the correct answer and all that things, vertical and all that things. And this is a footer for the question paper. So in this way, one additional point I haven't done here, because you can change the question number, reshuffle the questions also. But for that, we need some background package, means backend package, say R or something, where you can randomly choose and then it will show in the latex. So you have to use the combination of that one. So that I haven't considered part. In fact, I also am learning on that one. So this is your main question paper. Now, how to create this question paper, that we'll check it out. Okay. For creating the question paper, the two style files that I've seen is, one is exam and I think other is exam doc. You can use any one. I consider the exam style file. So all this, whatever the preparation of exam paper is based on the exam. If you search on the exam style file, you will get one PDF that will show that gives information how to create the question paper on each and every point. Only some points are considered over here. Another point is exam doc also, but I think that is slightly advanced level, means additional points are over there. You can do that also, but I consider the exam package style file. Another thing, while for running this exam, you must have the exam style file in your folder. So wherever your folder is, wherever you are pasted that exam file, your question paper file, in that folder, exam style file has to be there. Otherwise, it will not run. And the exam style file is already there. You can freely download it and paste it away. Or if you are already running your take at the time where your net is also on, then it automatically asks you whether to install that style file or any template or any package. If you say yes, they automatically add up or update that things. So the very first point, the document class, I'm starting with the FLEQN that need require some option for additional point. 12 point is my the font size. I given answers. Now whether I want answers to see or not, accordingly I can add the option, and that is all are the options in the square bracket, and in the curly bracket exam the style file. Just second line, if you observe, exactly same but without answer. So if I run with the first line, it will show me the answers. If I will run with the second, it will not show the answers. Let us see the difference. So I'm not saying that show the answers, but answers are already there. I haven't changed. Okay, earlier the field, there was some solution. Now it's not a solution. So this you can use as a question paper that you can give it to students. And if you already written the answers, that you can keep with you for the solution purpose. So the two things are already there, only by changing the option with answer, without answer. Next, page style. This is a page style. What page style I want? I want to add something at the header and at the head of your page, as well as page footer. footer on the next page. Many of the times we require. So for that, we need the page style of head and foot. So it has to be there. So page style, head and foot. Then using the packages, I need the mathematical things. So I considered AMS math and AMS symbols, which are required for including all these things. Then slash begin document. The another point is that points in margin. So if I'm not using that one, so your option will be, your question is coming like this one. Before the question, it comes 10 marks, then question. But usually we don't give that pattern. Our pattern is the question, whatever the marks at the right hand margin of that one. So I'm saying that one points in right margin. So that is the option. So that shows you marks in this margin. But you want you want to change that pattern, you can change it. Okay. Now this is my header. The Department of Statistics, University of Mumbai, MSc Part 1, and the title of the paper. This is my first page header. For the first page header means whatever the first page, the head of the first page. The head of the first page or any page here it is divided in three parts. One, the left part, center part, and the right part. So what you want, left part, center part, or right part, accordingly you can give. If you observe the first header, this is the one group of bracket that gives the left. So inside the bracket, whatever you want to the left side. I haven't given anything in the left side, so it's not coming anything. Then the second is your center part. So whatever you are writing in the second brackets, that comes in a central part. So whatever all these things. And the next is the last right part. So whatever you want to be right part in that space. Then I given the vertical space, some space, then day and total marks. Now we want date to be the left part, marks will be the right part. So there I am using H fill. So it will fill automatically some space in between so that the first part will go to the left part and the next part after the H fill will go to the right part. So if you observe this one, this is on the left part, this is on the right part. So this is my H fill, the use of the H fill. Then I want to write seat number, name of the student, or whatever email ID or everything you can add in that one. So now seat number slash BF seat number slash fill in. So slash fill in means what? It gives my roll seat number is a smaller one. I don't want the large line for that, a smaller line. So H small fill in, that gives a smaller line. For the name of the student, I want the complete line. So that gives the H rule fill. So H rule fill gives a larger line. Now then I consider this line. I want to complete this part. So my H rule slash H rule gives a one line over that. Sorry, not H rule. This, sorry. The first page foot rule. First page foot rule. This gives this line. The first page rule means your line at the foot of that one. So this H rule is a line over here. So this line is your H rule and the page foot rule, the first page. So this is my line at the end of the page. This is my end of the page line. Before that, you can write the footer. So as here, the first page header, you can write the first page footer with the three margin, left, middle, and the right part. Accordingly, whatever you want on the first page. So this gives only on the first page. So whatever the first page header comes only on the first page, not the other pages. But sometimes I need for the other pages also. So for that, running foot rule. Running is for the other pages. Head is for the header. Foot is for the footer. So running foot rule. So running foot rule means on the second page, it is giving me the rule line, one line. at the bottom of the page. So that is a running foot rule. So for every pages, actually here are the 2 pages. So it is not showing, you cannot see it for, but if you have the more pages, it will come on every page. The running foot rule that gives a line for every page on the second onwards. Then the next running footer, whatever to the left side, whatever to the center, and whatever to the right. Here I consider the date, whatever the paper, and the marks. So running footer to the left side, whatever the date, central part paper, and whatever the marks at the end. So that will come on every page after the second onwards. So this is whatever your header and footer. These are the main thing. Now your main thing will start. The main thing means your questions. So the first question, if you observe, so now I want to start the question. So I'm using begin question. So this is my question. So this is my first question, begin question and end of here. So this is my block for the first question. Okay. So this is my block for the first question. The first question slash question start the actual question. In the bracket, it is given the 5 marks. So it is coming 5 marks. Define probability. This is my first question. And I am writing here slash fill with lines. So with lines. So it is filling with the lines. How many inch bonds? 2 inches. So whatever the 2 inches heighted, that lines are added over there. If you want to change, you can change it. Say, if you want to lesser, you can give the 1 inch. If you want to larger, you can give the 3 inch also. So accordingly, you can change. So this is my first question. Now I'm going for the second question. So question second. So just slash question in the bracket, whatever the marks, 5 marks. The second question, define conditional probability. Now here I want to use the dotted lines. So I changed fill with dotted lines, 1 inch. This is smaller than earlier. So I change it with the lines with the dotted lines. Now I want to change the third question. So third question is somewhat like this. Select any one of them. So I want to add this some parts in that question. So I'm creating a question of 7 marks. So marks are 7 for this. Attempt any. One I want it to be bold. So I considered a bold face one question. And I want the parts over there. So I started with begin parts. Begin parts. So the part, if you observe, this is a question A, question B is coming. So that are the part of the question 3. So question 3A, 3B, like that one. So question 3, under that, I am getting the parts. If we want again parts in question A, you can add the sub parts. So if you add over here sub parts, so whatever the sub parts in question A also get added. So begin parts. What is my first part? State the multiplicative theorem of conditional probability. So this, I want to give the box. So make empty box of 1 inches. So you can make the box. Second part, solve the problem. I want to this a problem. So I thought to give a square sheet type. So fill with grid of 2 inches. So this will, now whatever this height, weight of each grid is, by default we can take it. If you want to change all these things, you can also change it. If you want to larger, smaller, accordingly you can make the changes. But for a simplicity, we can use this one. So now this question ends over here. So part A, part B. So question is over now. Now I want to start a new question. Now once I'm out of this question, this question block. So now I'm going for the next question. The counting will start from 0. That I don't want. So I want the question. Earlier my question is 3. Question 3. Question 3A, question 3B. I want the question 4. Now you can add in that question also. Not necessary to make it separately, but just to have an idea. Now I'm considering another block with question next number. So I have to set the question number, not the 3. Next question number, not with the question number 1. So I consider new page. So it will come to the new line. Now again, I started the begin question. So I'm defining a block of question, but set counter equation 3. So 3 is my initial question number, and the next Whatever I define in a question, it comes to the next one. That is a question number 4. As we did in the set counter page 0, same here, set counter question 3. So 3 is the initial question number. So start with the question number 4. My question number is attempt all the questions. Now here I am starting the parts. So part with 4 marks, define probability, fill with the lines. Second part with the 4 marks, define conditional probability, fill with the lines. Now part 3, part C, I want the sub parts over. So under the part, again, I use the sub parts. So slash begin sub part. First sub part is field. Second sub part is sigma field. Third sub part is your Borel field. So it's, if you observe the question C, 1, 2, 3. Now I want to add the solution. Here you can, everywhere you can add the solution. So I'm using slash begin solution. So I am making here now the solution block. So whatever the inside that is a solution. If I make the answer disable in the option, if I'm not giving the answer, then this is not written in a PDF. So that part is ignored. So I written this solution, but I haven't given the option of answer. So answer is not showing this one. Earlier it was showing. So this is my answer. So for writing any answer for the subjective type, then this is my second subpart, third subpart, then end subpart. I have to end accordingly parts, questions, and that. So this is my fourth question is over. Now I'm thinking to add the multiple choice questions. Okay. For the multiple choice question, the question 5, because the question 4 is already there. So I set counter question number 4. Now question, say slash 1/2 is. Now slash defrag the mathematical thing is. Now I'm giving the choices 1, 2, or 3. So if I want the choices, then we're starting the choice block. So begin choice is my block now. So choice 1, choice 2, and a third one is the correct choice. So correct choice is 5. See, if of the first one, that this C option was bold. So that means it's a correct option. So if I want with answer, then you can ask the correct choice. And if you're using the answer option, it will show C with the bold one, bold answer. That is the correct answer. If you are not using with answer, it is not showing anything, but in your input file, it is already there, the correct choice. Note that for correct choice, both the C's are this one, capital one. Next one, now these choices are in the vertical type. If I want horizontal type, then I can use one pair choice. Otherwise, everything is same. So one pair choice gives me the vertical type. Okay. Here I added the answer line. So this is the answer line. So this gives me the short answer line for the writing the short answer. So answer line. So this is my answer line for the question number 6. So they can write the answer it over here. Now I want to use the check boxes. Okay, either this or that. So for that, slash begin exactly similar to the choice, but slash begin check boxes and the with the choice is there. So earlier we have the slash choice. The block is of choice. Choices are there. Here are the check boxes. If you observe, this will change. It is coming at the circular part, the circles. Same way, another one horizontal one type, you can have one pair boxes, end of that one. Okay, so there are many other things are also to add up the fill in the blanks, and I forgot to add the fill in the blanks. So, but slash fill line or something is there that you can add and you can create the fill in the blanks also. But I think I forgot to add that one. So these are the main things which we require right now for creating a question paper. There are many other things are there. You can change your appearance of the question paper by adding different syntax in that one. Okay. Any doubt or any problem in this case?
So participants, if you have any question, you can ask.
Rahul sir, can we unmute all people so that if they want to ask verbally, orally, they can
Yeah,
ask?
yes, ma'am. They can mute yourself. They can unmute yourself.
Unmute themselves.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I feel there is no query even in the chat box also. So
So everything is clear.
I think everything is clear or actually clear. We don't know,
No,
but
actually, it must be clear.
yeah.
Because it
Because
was very clean
like
and explicit example explanation with all the examples. It was very clear.
yeah, even covering this all four topic like research paper, chapter, and PPT and papers. It is not like completing everything in 2 hours. It
Yes.
is also not possible.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
that is very good task done by the body sir. Like covering everything will be in this manner so that everyone can understand. Normal people can
Yes.
understand. It's like very good thing for our participants.
Yes, true.
So I feel there will be no query. So Chamam, can we start the vote of thanks?
Yeah. Sure.
So just a minute, ma'am. Participants, I have shared the feedback link. So you can just fill this feedback link because this link will be only valid for the 10 minutes. Okay. So later on the link will be disabled. So if you have done it, then that will be good for you. So within a minute we can start. I think vote of thanks. So
Okay. It is said that if you are not willing to learn, then no one can help you. But if you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. I think we all fall in the second category. Last 3 days, we are here attending a webinar on Latex software, which includes almost all technical features required for communication and publication of scientific documentation in different forms like articles or maybe research papers, books, letters, even also creating question paper. And one more very interesting part of it was it is also available as free software. I, Chaya Pinge, a deputy coordinator of Department of Statistics, on behalf of entire family of Hindi Vidya Prachar Samiti's Ram Niranjan Chunchunwala College, take this opportunity to thank Dr. Alok Dabhade for sharing his valuable knowledge of LaTeX software with all the participants. Sir, you very well explained all the concepts with the help of all the examples where we were familiar with them. I'm sure it will be extremely useful for all the researchers to write their papers, thesis, to all the writers to write their books, and examiners to set their question papers in appropriate form. We express our gratitude. We must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to just utter the words, but to live by them. This session will be successful in real sense when we actually use this gained knowledge in completing our tasks. I now express my sincere gratitude towards our former principal and now director of Hindi Vidya Prachar Samiti, Dr. Usha Mukundan, and principal Dr. Himanshu Davda, who are constant support for us for every excellence and enhancement of the department. I also thank our placement officer, Mr. Devi Prasad Shetty, for throughout the technical support for this webinar. And last but not the least, I thank all the participants for taking the interest in all the sessions. Without you, this webinar wouldn't have been possible. I acknowledge the contribution of everyone who helped us directly or indirectly to make this webinar a very successful in all sense. Thank you one and all. May I request all the participants to switch off their camera for a group photo, please, if possible. Rahul sir? Can
Yes, ma'am. I will be taking. Just give me a minute for let's
Yes, sure,
everybody
sure.
can start. Then I will
Sure.
just take it.
Jay sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
Yes, yes. I saw you only. I wanted you to put on your camera. Hello, Aditi. Hello, Mayur. How are you? Nice to see you all here. Mayur is my student of only my batch, MSc batch. Nice to see you, Mayur.
Thank you so much.
So can I take ma'am screenshot because I
Yeah,
think
can you see the whole screen with all maximum participants?
no ma'am. Some of them are not.
Yeah, you can take in parts, you can take photos in parts if possible. Hello, Priyesh sir. Hi, Aditi.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Priyesh?
I'm good too.
And who else are there? Let me see because I couldn't talk. Hello, Priyanka. Priyanka, I cannot see you. Prachi. Is Prachi Vaidya?
If everyone can start their video, it will be the good memory for us to be like keep everything will
Yes.
be together in our department.
Nice to see you all.
Yeah. So I'll just take a screenshot of how many have started their video. That will be yes.
दाभाडे सर दाभाडे सर आलेत ना फोटो
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
दाभाडे sir, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was really
Thank you so
useful
much,
session.
Dabade sir.
I'm not
Thank
Thank you
just
so much,
saying,
sir.
formally it was really interesting, and it will be very
Thank
useful
you.
for especially for teachers, I suppose, in today's scenario,
Yes.
setting paper online and all these formalities, and even for the researchers to write down their thesis, it will be really useful.
We need all these things now. We also
Yes,
have
sir.
to be ready for all
Yeah,
this.
Dabade sir, there is one request for the
Huh?
from the participants. If you can able to share that
Yeah.
quotes which
Okay.
you have written it, that
Okay.
will
Okay.
be beneficial for the participants.
Okay. I will check that. If there is any correction, I will make the correction. I will send it
Oh,
to you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yes,
Maybe within 2 days, I will send it.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And even some of the queries is coming in our WhatsApp group. So we will
Okay. No problem.
slowly we will check that
No
and then we
problem.
can back to you.
That's okay. No problem.
Yes.
No problem.
We have not taken few names. Tanzim is there,
Tanzim is
and
there.
Hello,
yeah,
ma'am.
Shobnath is there.
I think
Uh,
let them, Madam
yeah.
Tanas.
Hello,
Karavan.
Tanzim.
Hi, ma'am.
Nice to see you all here. Huh? I'm very happy to see you all.
तंजीम सुरतला आहे का मुंबईत आहे?
सुरतलाच आहे.
सुरतला? हे तुमचं नॅशनल झालं मॅडम.
Yes, we should mention that as a national
नॅशनल
webinar.
वर्कशॉप झालं तुमचं.
Good one.
अजून कोण कोण आहेत स्टुडंट्स?
Who are there? They can introduce themselves. I think
हाँ,
I'm so
हाँ.
sorry if I'm not taking everybody's name. It might not be possible to just identify with the name. If they can introduce themselves, it will be very nice for us also.
Yeah.
Hello, Vikas Jadhav, sir. Dr. Vikas Jadhav. Hello.
Yes, madam. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Sir. Myself,
I
Dr.
think
Vikas Yadav,
yeah.
assistant
Hello,
professor.
ma'am. It is Rajdeep here. Good evening.
From which college you are, sir?
I am from Banaras Hindu University.
Okay,
Sorry,
it's
ma'am,
really national then. It's really national. Oh, thank you, Rajdeep, to join here.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, sir.
Yeah.
But what you're doing, Rajiv sir?
Sir, actually, I am applying for PhD actually. So I'm interested in research work. So it would be
Okay.
beneficial for me.
No, but what's your
From which
background? Means,
department?
which?
From statistics department.
From statistics only.
department.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So Banaras Hindu University are doing research from
Yes,
there?
actually, I have already completed
Okay.
my master's in statistics and computing.
Okay.
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 So just postponed my PhD for COVID.
Oh.
Okay.
But it's a nice time to read at home, no?
Yeah.
Sit
Yeah,
at
yeah,
home
yeah.
and have references nicely and calmly without wasting your time in traveling and
Yeah.
all.
It was absolute pleasure, ma'am. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
We are very happy to see you, and we hope to see you again in future for several such programs. Hello, Prachi.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It was
I'm
a
good.
wonderful session.
Oh, thank you so much. We should thank to Alok sir actually
Yes,
for
yes,
this,
definitely.
And
Yes,
Alok sir
Very well. Thank
explained
you so
everything
much.
very calmly, There was no high funda and, style and everything. It was very calmly, coolly. He explained everything so neatly with all examples. Sir, we really liked it very much.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
amazing to hear the birthday, sir, after so many years.
So many years. I think after sampling only, no?
Yes.
In I think which year?
I was
2015 to 16.
from 2015.
15. Oh my God.
5 years.
Almost 5 years.
Yes.
Good. You're in the SIS college, na?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Priyesh, you're in Mithibai? Priyesh, sir?
No,
No,
madam.
I mean university.
University and also teaching in Mithibai College, MSc. or something?
NM.
So, yeah, in Metiba, I'm there as a visiting faculty.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. For
In
MSc, visiting faculty.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, university though I know you are there in university.
okay.
Okay. And few students, our undergraduate students are also there. They were also interested in this topic, so
Good.
they have also
Really
joined.
Okay. Right.
I think Mayur is also there, na?
Yes, Mayur is also
Mayur?
there. Mayur More. Where is Mayur?
Okay, Mayur.
Mayur left, I think. He was there just now.
Okay, maybe.
Must have left just now.
Must have, maybe.
Yeah.
Sir, I also have to leave to go somewhere. So before that,
Yeah. No, I think we will end up the session
Yeah,
now.
sure.
It's almost done.
Sir,
okay.
it's very good, nice session,
It's a beautiful.
and hope we will conduct openly this type of session. Maybe
Yes.
not at least once in a year, and maybe let us see.
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
We have to do now, because technology is going ahead and we have to be with the technology ahead. So we have to be there.
Correct.
And we have to conduct such programs either in our college or in any other college or
Any
in
college.
university. But we have to meet frequently like this.
Yes. We must have something association or something.
Yes.
I think earlier it was there, na?
Yes,
long
long
back.
back, it was there. And
Long
we
back.
used to meet very frequently.
Huh.
But now last, I think almost 15 years, maybe
Nothing
we
is
have not
happening.
met. Nothing has happened. We should start it again. Yes.
It's really required now.
Yes.
We have to discuss whatever point, discussions. It will give for all of us points, good points, na?
Yes.
I think we have
Brainstorming
to-
sessions has
Yes,
to be done.
yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's
It's really required now.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think we have to actually thank Rahul sir. Na? He's taken the initiative. Na? I think.
Yes. Rahul sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm
You are there now?
Yeah.
Everybody's praising you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Rahul has done really excellent
Yes.
job
Thank
in
you,
these 3 days. And he himself has learned a lot to conduct
Yes.
all this,
Yes.
creating feedback form and all these things. He has done a lot of work for that.
Yes, really. Your young faculty member is there. Na?
Yes. Our
For
budding
many-
statistician.
Yes. For many years, they have to now run the department. Na?
Yes, absolutely. Rahul sir, Jai sir,
Yes.
we call them
Jai
as
sir.
our Jai and Viru, our departments. Because they are there, that is why then only
That's
our
right.
department will go ahead, sir.
Correct.
Ma'am, actually, we have a Dr. Vikas Jadhav sir from, I think, from other state. Is that?
Actually, I spoke to him, but I couldn't hear him later on. I was
I think
trying to contact him.
sir is having some audio issue, I think.
Acha, because I
Maybe.
tried to communicate with Dr. Vikas Jadhav,
Yeah.
but I couldn't hear that later on.
No, he's there. I think it's showing
He
the
is there.
participant.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it is
I can see the
connecting.
window.
It's connecting
But
to
Yeah.
audio. Connecting to audio. Some audio
Some
issues.
problem maybe there.
yes, yes.
Seems some problem.
I tried to communicate
Yeah,
with Dr.
Dr.
Jadhav.
Vikas Jadhav sir, can you hear us?
I think there is some
Yeah,
net issue or maybe.
maybe.
Can I know something more about Shobnath? I think he is also there.
He's from I think BHU only. Yes.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Shobnath. Can you say something about you, because you have also responded in chat. Also, I have seen.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. First of all, thank you for such a fabulous lecture, ma'am. And I am doing post graduation from Banaras Hindu University.
Yeah,
Okay.
from BHU only. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You have
And,
attended that last workshop also, na? When that BHU has conducted that workshop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So did
That was,
you find any difference like in our workshop and in their workshop, something else?
sir, in workshop which conducted in my university.
Yeah.
Sir, that is based on basically our software and Latex software.
Yeah.
Total time consuming 9 a.m. to 5. So that was a long time.
Oh, it was
Yes.
So, so we have to do something other work. That's why and a network issue. So we disconnected many
Exactly.
times. But here for time is very short. I mean 2 hour and explaining is fabulous. That's it is very helpful for Latex.
Yes.
It was a
And
big task for Dr. Dabhade, but he has really done it well.
yes,
In a
ma'am,
short span of time,
Ma'am,
and
I just want to add something that I also did the last workshop also, but I found this one more interesting.
Yeah.
you are welcome. Nice to hear.
I was.
Goes to Dr. Dabhade, sir. Very nice.
No, thank you. It's all teamwork.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Dr. Vikas Jadhav sir, can you hear us? I think sir having some audio
But
issue.
sir has muted himself, I think.
Yeah.
He's on mute.
Anyways, nice to meet everyone.
So who is this Amrin Hamdani?
Hemandani.
Yes, can you introduce yourself? Because see, it would be a happy moment for us to know each other also when we are in the same webinar, we are joining the same, and if we know each other, maybe in future it will be beneficial from both sides.
Yes,
Anyway,
Amrin, can you?
we have email IDs of all people, so if we want to communicate with each other, we can very well communicate in future also.
Yes, sir.
I think shall we end up, Rahul sir?
I think yes, ma'am.
Yes, Dabhade sir, shall we end up the session? Yes.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you
Have a
for
good
all.
day, everyone.
Thank
See you.
you for all.
Bye, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
you.